Hello guys and welcome to another video. Yes, it's bonus video once again. No, I'm not trying to do double uploads every day, but I do have something to tell you. I have arena tickets and I really don't want to do arena. But actually making a video on it helps me out do arena. So guys, uh, if you enjoy watching arena matches, this is a good video for you. But at the same time, my sole purpose of this video and the way I'm making this, it's so I force myself to do arena because I don't want to do arena. Like, have you ever met someone so lazy to this point that you actually make, like, you give yourself more effort to actually do something? I don't know. It's just really weird. Well, guys, we can look at our defense rate as well. A lot of people have been asking what my defense team is, and apparently it's very weak to Oxlos Jishkise and those type of comps. But that's kind of expected because look at my team. It's this. It's only a stripper, attack buff, blingo cleave that gets first turn unless it gets outsped and completely nuked by a Judge. So it's really weak to that, but it's really strong against Basars or any type of AoE setup unit. So that's mostly why I have that team on, because you can't really counter everything in Arena. So in today's video, we're going to try to... Wait, I actually thought those two first teams were exactly the same, but they're not. So today's video, we want to break down how to beat certain comps with our teams because I only know how to explain to you guys how to do things with my teams. And that's basically it. So, first of all, I don't know if I'm going to do a couple fights first because I'm not going to do 9 fights in a video, but I need to find a way that I actually spend all my tickets. Otherwise, I don't want to do more tickets than I have to. But for the first team, very, very easy. Okay? For this first team, you can actually take a lot of things. I normally want to take this team because it's just better, in my opinion, just because, like, if there's the risk for me to get outsped by the Basar, it's actually not bad. But if I'm gonna be real with you guys, I can basically beat most of these comps, if not all these comps, with the same team. But I don't want to do that because that's too boring. So we're gonna abuse the fact that there's an RB on here, and we're gonna play a bit of RNG. So this first team we have here is actually pretty good because I can just swap that frontliner for a ML Basar. And what else can I do there? Actually, that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to put the Sinful Angelica on here. Okay, I think this is okay. The problem with this comp is if we get outspelled by Basar, it's basically GG, and that's never I mean like you never want to go into a fight where like getting outsped will get you killed, right? But I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and if I outspeed, I win. If I don't outspeed, I lose. But okay, we win. Okay, we win. With this comp, we can freely burn stuff up. It doesn't matter. And this is actually pretty safe because we don't get countered by Charles, right? Because we have the good old Stuffins. I don't think we get outsped here because the speed buff will allow my Pavel to keep up with the Basar, and that's gonna allow me to do things. But I guess I'll use this team for now. But yeah, now we have Soul Burn with Pavel. Hopefully we land defense breaks. We did. Now all we gotta do is burn. And now we can kill whoever we want. I'm actually gonna go for the Basar just because it's easier. We don't have to deal with the revive from RB because of Sinful Angelica, and that's basically the comp. She can't really do anything other than damage here, and Angelica is gonna hit her up with that good old dual attack, and that's gonna finish the deal. And boom, bam, ease peas, lime squeeze. All right, so that's one way to deal with it. When it comes down to an RB, if you actually completely like take him out of the picture with an anti-revive unit, it actually helps out a lot. For example, this next team actually has less DPS than the other team, which means this is probably the best team to actually take a haste into. Because if you take a haste into this team, you're actually like, if you take out the RB, there's nothing they can do. It's just that easy. There's nothing they can do if you take out the RB. So I'm actually gonna take this team instead because haste here will have a very, very nice impact, and it still works the same way because if I get outsped here, doesn't matter because it boosts me, and then I boost, and then I burn, and then I win, right? Not right, actually, but it should be close enough. I'm actually going to save soul burn, so I'm going to have to risk it for the biscuit a little bit here, but all I need is to push this SSB back, and we should be okay. We push the SSB, we win. We strip the RB, and we're good as well. Okay, this is fine. I don't mind this. We all have immunity, so any type of AUE will just boost me and not do much more than that. As you can see, what we can do here is we can soften a unit that we don't want to deal with. But there's actually nothing here that we don't really want to deal with. So I'm just gonna stun the Lilias because it's just easier. So even if we don't kill the RB, RB's dead, right? Well, he's gonna die, but even if it didn't die here, the Haste could have taken him out. And now he's gonna go off, he's gonna try to do things and realize, oh, I can't do shit because it's ML Haste. That's a pretty strong, like, he actually managed to touch my units through the shield. This is a very strong RB. Very, very strong. But now he's just gonna get, kinda annihilated, huh? There he goes. AoE goes off, boosts me further. AoE goes off, I kill you. I don't know actually how much HP that guy had, but it was very, very low. That's dead, and that's dead. So when you have heavy support units against an RB, the best way is probably just to shut him out, kill him off as fast as you possibly can, and once you do that, you're good. Next team. This is hard. This is a hard team because any Assassin Cartuja defense is hard because you need to deal with those 15%, which can not proc, which makes this the worst possible comp in the planet, right? Or you just get screwed by the mischance, right? Dealing with Dizzy is kind of easy to a certain extent. As long as you fill up your buff bar, you should be okay. Because even if they have the Aila, as long as you have immunity and you fill up your buff bar, doesn't matter how many times she counters, she has a low chance to actually strip everything from your units, and that's okay. When it comes down to Lilias, you just normally ignore her. If your team is not too heavy on debuffs, you normally either ignore her or you try to shut her down with a stun or anything like that. So for this team, the biggest issue is actually Alencia. Alencia is the biggest problem here. I'm going to take this team not really being too confident that it's going to work because Alencia, if she gets the turn, she's going to stun me and then it's GG. I'm kind of fucked. But I can actually do things to replace that possibility, right? There's the Lilias problem, but Lilias can be stunned by a unit like Cerise, or anything like that. But I'm actually going to keep the team as is, even though I'm probably going to have to deal with the Alencia, even though I'm going to have to deal with the Fat Cat too. So this is a good defense, but honestly, if you bruiser this out, there's no sustain. If you bring sustain in a tanky team with a Dark Corvus or a Crow or anything like that, the Crow is going to soak up the Alencia damage, and you're going to be able to do so much more in this comp because they have 0 sustain. And this is where you normally kind of want to beat this comp, is by doing that. But with this team, we're just going to try to cleave, which is definitely not a good idea because the mischance will attempt to screw you up as hard as it possibly can. She can counterattack all she wants. She's not on Aila, she's on Abyssal Crown, which is actually pretty good because this will help us not fail. Because now she can strip shit. Abyssal Crown for me is inferior to Aila counter easy. For me, personally, it's inferior because it's harder to deal with. We actually landed all defense breaks, so as long as we don't miss, we should do a hefty amount of damage to these guys. So now Dizzy, I know that she's not an Aila, so now Dizzy is not a priority. I can let Dizzy like be for 3 turns because I have 3 turns of immunity, so I can leave her alone. She's not going to do anything the whole match. The Alencia is the problem. The Fat Cat is kind of the problem too. So hopefully we crit. We did crit. So that was too much talk for not a lot of action because he just completely obliterated everything. So that was not the idea. But you get the idea, right? It's an anti-cleave team because it's supposed to be anti-Basar with the Lilias. It's supposed to be RNG heavy with the Fat Cat. It's supposed to be anti-buff because it's supposed to be anti-auto comp because of the Alencia, and then the Dizzy is just there to get the eventual, you know, things going, right? Because Dizzy just debuffs and makes the fight pretty hard to take on. But honestly, the Dizzy would probably be the better unit to replace there for someone that kind of stops you from doing what I did, right? If you put a fire Lytica on there, or if you put like an acid on there that can remove souls, probably a better choice, even though it's like a wonky comp. It still probably would have more impact than the Dizzy on Abyssal Crown. If that Dizzy was an Aila, that would be a lot better. Or a Caesarato would be better there as well. But still, that's basically that. All right, this next team is going to be a mirror team, but I actually want to do this last team because I can show you what this Pavel comp is normally used for. This Pavel comp is normally used for the light bait. I actually just put the Angelica there just for funs and giggles. But normally this is the type of team that I normally want to take. The Basara here will not have a big role to say, but I'm gonna take it as is. I could definitely replace the Basar here by ML Basar, but then I'll lose my souls. So I'm actually gonna take the chance and I'm gonna use Basar against the Lilias, which is a horrible, horrible idea. Okay, normally you would see Acid not with Lilias because it's kind of overkill, right? But still, the AC changers are not still in, so the AI will still target the light unit. So there you go. He's gonna try to go ham. He's gonna fail to go ham. And now we just burn. No, we actually can't burn because of the thing. But actually, the positioning of this Lilias is actually pretty good for us. So as long as we push everyone else, we're good. We actually hit the Lilias. Okay, we hit the Lilias. We didn't push the Lilias though. I think we're fine as long as my Luluka doesn't get like turn. Okay, this is nice. All right. I think we got this. I think we got this. Because now we have Pavel, and he's going to do Pavel things, and as long as we land defense breaks, we're good. We landed defense breaks, so we're good. Ooh, this is a hard-hitting Charles. You know what this means? It means he's probably going to die faster. It didn't actually die, though. But this one is pretty straightforward, guys. There's no longer a cleanse in this team. I'm actually just going to go as 3 for style points. There's no longer a threat in the comp anymore. There's only 2 support units, and 1 can't cleanse anymore even, so it's all good. They will get the skill null off, but don't worry about it. So we get provoked, but that's okay. And now we just strip them off and put the unbuffable on. This should heal me for quite a bit and deal a little bit of damage. Yep. We can defense buff here just for safety, and now we can just go ham on this FCC. She's tanky though. Gotta give her that. Really, really tanky. I don't have attack buff, but still, it's pretty tanky. And the light bait is actually pretty good for FCC as well. Ooh, nice. Now we just go. Brr. There we go. That's a good old. Brr. Now we just go this, and that's it. It's the good old G of the G. So that's normally how you would deal with an acid, is just taking a light bait. But honestly, try to make the light bait useful. Right now, the light bait here is kind of a support DPS, right? You never want to take a light bait like Ethan if he doesn't fit in your team, because that's going to harm you, right? Because even though his acid's going to be out of the game, you're going to have one less spot to actually deal with the rest of the comp when you don't really want to give up that advantage, right? So yeah, that's basically that. And now the final fight just for fun. This one, I could definitely use the same team. Not the same team. This one never really fails me against this type of comp because it doesn't matter if the Basar outspeeds or not. I'm still going to get my turn. I'm going to get my strip. I'm going to get my defense break if it lands. And Blingo's going to go ham. And even if it doesn't land, Blingo goes ham on the RB. RB doesn't do anything, and that's GG. But I want to take my Spaz comp. I feel like I must take it, even though getting outsped by the Basar will definitely get me killed. But I hope I outspeed. I didn't outspeed. So now we're going to have to pray. We're going to have to pray that my Basar actually cuts the RB. Can we get it? Oh, we actually resisted. Oh, that's fine. This is good. I think I'm still fast enough. As long as Leo lands the stun on SSB and on RB, we should be okay here. Can I land some fat stuns, Leo? Can you do that? He landed 0 fat stuns. I think it's still okay, but we're going to take a lot of damage here. Okay, now this might seem troublesome, but it's still not too bad because now I kill the SSP. I mean the FSSI. It's gonna boost my Oxlots. My Oxlot's gonna boost my Spez, and now with the attack buff, I should be able to take out the RB, which is about to take a turn. The problem is gonna be SSB. I have a timer. If I don't get the SSB, I'm gonna die. So I need to get things straight really fast. Right here, it's actually kind of worth to take a risk to debuff SSB because if we land the debuffs on her, she's not going to do as much damage. Attack down doesn't help too much, but it's still okay. And now we can defense break and stun after. And we didn't stun, but she's already very low HP and she has attack down, so we might be okay. We are okay still. Now we just push back, no, we just push this, kill the SSB, and now we won. Even though we got outsped, they didn't turn sync properly. If the RB was a bit faster and he could actually like instantly take a turn, it would have been a lot better. But right now, we're just good. We're just fine. Oh, he resisted. Okay. Yeah, it's still okay. I'm just gonna refresh the attack buff on this guy. Burn this. He's still slow, so he should still take a turn. There you go. Slow is very powerful. Even though it's a Basar, if he's slowed, he's gonna drop below 200 speed. Right, that's that then. So it still worked even though we got outsped, but that's on the enemy side we shouldn't have. Honestly, if that was properly turn synced, we just instantly lose that one, and that's GG. So guys, we're only doing 5 fights. I'll try to muster the strength to do my other 5 tickets. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being with me on this video and helping me out with my chores. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And that's basically it. No memes, no meme section today. I'm sorry, but I'll just save some more memes for tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Bye bye.